Shalom, shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. And shalom to the hopeful Bakiyar. I want to drop this video going in on the mismanagement of this earth as it pertains to the land Sabbaths, man. How this nigga Esau Edom taxes the shit out of the earth. You know, let me get this real quick. He does something that's known as crops gleaning, okay, which is when you strip and extract all the meat off the bone, so to speak, off all the harvest. You fucking you collect it all. Let's look at that. It said gleaning is the act of collecting leftover crops from farmers' fields after they've been commercially harvested, or on fields where it is not economically profitable to harvest. It is a practice described in the Hebrew Bible that became a legally enforced entitlement of the poor in a number of Christian kingdoms. Modern-day dumpster diving is seen as a simpler form of food recovery. Okay? So this piece of shit would not leave any left over for the homeless, man, for the destitute, for the underprivileged. And he would take crops where he's not even fucking making money off of, like it says here, that are unprofitable, and he just takes it and fucking collects that shit. You know, and a lot of times it just goes bad, or there's no use for it. It just becomes waste. All right, but this is the devil the Bible speaks of. It is why he needs to get put out of power. He needs to be stamped out by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And he will, and is in the process of. This man is fucking destroying himself. He's an unwise leader. It says in Leviticus 25 and 4, but in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Thou shalt neither sow thy field nor prune thy vineyard. Okay? It says, that which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap, neither gather the grapes of the vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you, for thee, and for thy servant, and for thy maid, and for thy hired servant, and for thy stranger that sojourneth with thee. Okay, so this is outlining the land Sabbath, where in the 7th year, every 7 years, you are to allow that land to rest by not taxing the land, man, overtaxing the land. And in that year, that renewal, the earth is allowed to be restored, man. All those nutrients kind of are restored back into the earth, into the ground, man. And whatever crops that are therein. All right? It's like a restoration. It's almost like what happens to us when we take that day, that Shabbat, that 7th day, you know, that changes with the phases of the moon. It's the same idea of, you know, purging out those impurities, just as we do every Sabbath, man. Every Sabbath is like a mini Day of Atonement to beseech the Heavenly Father, you know, to not perform any of our pleasures, right? To stay clean unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and to plead and to beg for the Most High is a forgiveness, so to speak, man. To be extremely penitent to the Most High. But that is an idea of that Sabbath, that renewal, man, of what happens to us on the Sabbath, man. All right? That's why I said it's meat for us, meaning it's actually beneficial to you. All right, let's get that in the BL. Let's get that in the BL. Levy 25:6. That word meat is akla. Salakia. Akla. Food eating, object of devouring, consuming, by wild beasts in fire, by judgment. Food. Okay. So it'll be food, it'll be beneficial to you. It will translate out into actual food, man. All right. It will result in that. See what it means. It'll be meat for you. It will translate into. It will result in your the earth yielding a higher output of crops and agriculture, man. Of whatever crop that may be, fucking corn, fucking grain, wheat. All right. Fucking fruits, vegetables, herbs. See, it will yield a higher output. That's what that's going into, man. And that's why this earth is so fucking taxed on how they're going in, on how the food is fucking running out. All right, they're not able to harvest and produce as much crops and food, everything that's fucking grown. They're not able to produce as much, man. And it's progressively getting worse. They've been progressively not able to produce as much, more and more, as time progresses, man, because this place is being further destroyed. We're going to get it in Isaiah 24, that it goes into how the world, the earth is languishing. This place is languishing, which goes into lose or lack vitality. And to lose vitality is an idea of a life bar on a fucking video game being drained. And that's what you have here. The life bar of the world is being fucking sucked out. And there's an end result to that, man. And it's the end result is the destruction of this place, which is going to be catalyst with the thermonuclear missiles and the various natural disasters and destruction that is going to befall this bitch, man. All right. This is in Leviticus 26:34. Then shall the land enjoy her Sabbath. So the earth and all living organisms, all living matter, living organisms, plant life, everything of that sort is actually alive, man. It actually has fucking a pulse. All right, it actually has vitality. It's alive. The trees, the fucking bushes, the plant life, and those things, these things, these living organisms, all life is fucking in mourning, man. All right, they're not able to enjoy the rest, enjoy the Sabbath, enjoy the glory, because there's a somewhat of a glory that's associated with this life that he gave us, man. For example, look at fucking the beauty of the Most High's creation. All right, that is a pleasurable thing. When you look at fucking how beautiful the Most High's creation is to behold. For example, like the redwood trees, or the different mountain ranges. All right, that will actually be enjoyable, man. But right now, it's in fucking complete mourning, catching complete hell. That's why scriptures say that the fir trees are going to rejoice. The actual plant life and all living organisms are going to cry out in reverence and sigh of relief to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai when he takes Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil, out of power, man. So the land can enjoy her Sabbaths. See, and the land is likened into a womb as well. The things that you plant inside, and then therefore life is birthed from it. See, the land is likened into a womb. It says, as long as it lieth desolate, and ye be in your enemy's land, even then shall the land rest and enjoy her Sabbaths. So under no circumstances are you not to apply this principle to the land, man, because it spells for complete disaster. It results in the destruction of society, man. It produces death. Okay? And that's what you have here. This is in 2nd Esdras 14 and 17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. All right? So this world has become weaker. This world has become more fucking capable. Slovakia has become less capable of yielding its output, man, that it once used to. And it's fucking getting exponentially worse as time goes on, man, to the point where no flesh would be left to be saved if the Most High didn't intervene and destroy this fucker. All right? So look how much the world has been abused, man. This nigga's dumping fucking toxic waste into the ocean, into the ozone layer. This nigga's industry, the burning of fossil fuels, fucking all of his landfills will go on till the sun comes back up, going in on this nigga's destruction of society and of the Most High's creation and of the earth. All right, all the different inventions that he've created, which you can see when you look at it, like fucking mass majority of all of Esau's creations are they're created and invented to provide some form of ease of access or convenience, but in turn it destroys. On the other hand, there's a detriment to it. It fucking destroys you. Look, this cell phone I have in my fucking hand is surging radiation and other toxic elements, and toxic fucking pollutants in my body, man, as we speak. All right. But look, you can tell that this world has become weaker. You got holes in the ozone layer. You know, you got temperatures rising. Okay, you have natural disasters going awry, happening in places where they shouldn't. You know, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, all kind of shit, man. That you can see this place just fucking crumbling under the watch of the white man. All right, and the evils have indeed increased under his watch. You can read that in fucking Maccabees, man, about how when this nigga Alexander the Creep, the Greek Empire, the first Edomite empire that came on the scene, you see that fucking wickedness and evil just flourished, because this nigga sets up wickedness as a standard, as a principle, as a law. All right, and that's why this place is so fucked up. This is in Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the earth do languish. So the earth is mourning and fading away. It's on a path of sure and imminent destruction. And the earth, meaning the mass majority of it, not the entire earth. All right, because what do you do? What is actually destruction for? What is the demolition for? Okay, it's to level something to make way for something else. That's all it is, the destruction of this earth. And it's not the entire earth, but we can say that. You can say that. You can substitute that, you know, and say the earth, because it's the mass majority and it's the earth as you know it. So it really is life. You know, this life is coming to a fucking end. The parting asunder of times, Esau's world, and then the end of that, and then the beginning of Jacob's to come. This is definitely the end of the fucking world that is imminent, that is impending, that we're coming up on, that we are in the beginning of stages of as we speak, man. The end of the fucking world. Because that languishing, that vitality that's being lost, that's being drained from the life bar of this world, it has eventually an end. There's a point where it can't get drained anymore. It's done. And we're in those stages. You can see this world is fucking through, man. Can't even do the basics of what it used to back in the day, man. All thanks to the devil. It says, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And that's why. It's because the actual people, man. The people are destroying this fucking world. Namely Esau, Edom. And then all you fucking people, you fucking worthless pieces of shit that follow this man, and worship him, put him on a pedestal, and deify him worship him as a god. All right? You're a part of the fucking problem, and the Most High is going to destroy you as well. See? It's the actual inhabitants, man. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. And that's why, see, they don't fucking mind the land Sabbath. They don't mind the laws where you cannot pollute the land where you are in. Not with blood, not with fucking nuclear spillage. Not with a goddamn thing, man. No exceptions. But that's why this place is fucking destroyed. And it's going to culminate into the Most High is an intervention, which you guys aren't going to want, which the masses of people is fucking are going to dread to see, man. All right? That's why it says right here that they have transgressed the laws. The laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible, man. That's why everything's fucked off. But it's all according to the Most High's plan. And he's got you in a trick bag. He's got you fucked, pinned. The ones that don't take heed to this word, man. All right. So with that, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kadash. Shalom.